What's happening, Poketubers? So today I'm going to be doing a different video. I've been absent for a while. I haven't been really active on my YouTube channel. The last video was my trade binder video, which you can find in the description below. But yeah, so today I'm just going to jump right into it. I've got a different type of video to show today. It's actually a deck review, and this deck review will be on the not too popular deck, Weavile Exeggcute. So basically, this deck was a deck idea that came out in Plasma Freeze. When Plasma Freeze came out with two Pokemon, and when you combine them, they were pretty cool. So it's Weavile with the ability, or with the attack, Vilify. It allows you to discard as many Pokemon from your hand that you want, and it does 30 times the number of Pokemon you discarded. So, with Exeggcute, it came out in the same set that anytime that it's in your discard pile, you can pick it up from the discard pile and put it into your hand. Now this was great, so you can Vilify, and then discard the Exeggcutes, and then you can Propagation and Vilify all over again. But it only did, its maximum damage it could have done was 120, but even with like Dark Claw, that would be 140. You can use lasers and Verbanks, but that wasn't really like consistent enough, so it never really did well. But in XY Flashfire, a Pokemon Lopunny came out with the ability Big Jump. Anytime during your turn, you can, well, of course, before you attack, you can return it to, and all cards attached to it, to your hand. So since it's a stage 1, it brings up a Baneri as well, that's 2 Pokemon with 4 propagations, makes Vilify doing 180. So it basically was able to get the steam it needed from this card, and you don't need lasers, you don't need Dark Claws, so it's super consistent. So I'm going to jump right into the list. Haha, get it? Jump, big jump. Okay, you could fire me now. But anyway, the list is 4 Sneasel and 4 Weavile. The Sneasel can be a combination. I haven't completely decided. This is my friend Bridger's list, but his list has 3 Plasma Freeze Sneasel and 1 Next Destiny Sneasel. Mine, I've been trying 1 Flashfire Sneasel, 1 Next Destiny Sneasel, and 2 Plasma Freeze. The reason of the variations is the Plasma Freeze is 70 HP, but the one from Next Destinies has a cool move, Corner. It does 10 damage, and for 1 Dark Energy, the opponent can't retreat next turn. So that could be fairly helpful. But the other Sneasel from Flashfire puts the defending Pokemon to sleep without a coin flip. So I haven't really decided, but the 70 HP one's nice, so you don't get 2-shotted on the bench. But anyway, it's up to you how you want to change it up if you wanted to build this deck. But definitely 4 Sneasel and 4 Weavile, and this list is actually pretty close to the Nationals top 8 list from I think Singapore Nationals. I'm not exactly sure. But it did fairly well in a few Nationals. And that was just Masters, so I don't know how it did in Seniors or Juniors, but it's a pretty cool deck. But it also runs 4 Baneri and 3 Lopunny, 4 Exeggcute, of course, to do the maximum amount of damage you can do with the Propagation. It also runs 2 Sableye if you need the Junk Hunt for like level balls or anything you need. Pal pads, all kinds of things you can Junk Hunt for. It's just very, very helpful when you can't use Vilify. You don't have to sit there and just pass and let something die. You can set up Sableye and Junk Hunt. It also runs 2 Jirachi. Everything in this deck is searchable by Level Ball, so that's pretty nice. You can always Level Ball for a supporter if you need to. You can Ultra Ball for a supporter as well, basically, because Jirachi's, for those that don't know, Jirachi EX is an ability. You put it from your hand to your bench, you get to search your deck for a supporter. So that's it for the Pokemon. The supporter count is only 8. It runs 4 Juniper, 2 Colress, and 1 N and 1 Lysander. So those that you don't know what those supporters do, I'll make sure to leave pictures of them in the video. As for the items, it runs 4 Level Ball. Like I previously mentioned, everything can be searched by Level Ball, so it's a must have search item. But it runs 4 Ultra Ball as well. Again, it's basically like a Master Ball when you have 4 executes in the discard pile, because you just could Propagation and Ultra Ball them. Because when a Pokemon goes from one zone to another, you can reuse the ability. So yeah, that's why you can Propagation, discard, and then Propagation again. But Dark Patch, there's four Dark Patch. It's basically your energy acceleration, so that's almost pretty needed. This runs 4. It's so you can basically turn attach and Dark Patch and be able to bring up a Weavile as soon as you can. It runs 2 Startling Megaphone. Garbodor would be a pretty tough matchup. I'm wanting to up the Startling Megaphone count just for that matchup, because you do rely heavily on abilities. But yeah, it also runs 2 Palpad. That's how you recycle supporters. There will be an image of Palpad up there as well. Professor's Letter, it's basically like an energy search, but for 2, so it's really nice when you need to get energies in the discard pile. You can Professor Letter, then Juniper, or Professor Letter Ultra Ball. It's pretty nice. Sacred Ash, that is how you get the Lopunnies and Weaviles back after you've discarded a lot of Lopunnies, and when you're running out of Weaviles, because this is a non-EX deck. Besides Jirachi, they will be taking, if they can take out all the Weaviles, you still have plenty of time to get back into it. It also runs Super Rod. The only reason why it's not 2 Sacred Ash is because this does shuffle in energies if you need them, and Pokemon as well. It runs one Ren Receiver because of the low supporter counts, basically brings it up to 9 supporters in a way. It also runs a Scoop Up Cyclone. This could be used for bringing up Jirachi using its ability again, or you can bring up a Pokemon like Sableye to do more damage from Vilify. You can also use it if you need to against Garbodor, but you never know what you can really do with Garbodor out, because you still can't Propagation. I guess you'd have to have a lot of Pokemon in your hand to discard. It also runs 8 Dark Energies. Pretty standard amount of energies, but yeah. So the deck is a really awesome deck. It did fairly well in Nationals, like I said. It's a very cheap deck as well. You can build this deck for, without having to shiny anything out, you can build it from under $30. That's just me guessing. Don't take my word on it, but it's still a really cheap deck, and the most expensive card is Jirachi, and that's like $7, maybe non-full art. And Weavile is about $1.50, maybe $1. So that's the second most expensive card in the deck. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Let me know if I should make more of these deck reviews. If you found this helpful, please leave a comment. Comment below if you think I should do more of these. And like I said, check out all the links in below. There's probably not going to be much. There might just be my trade binder. But if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. That'd be pretty awesome. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time with hopefully another deck review if you guys tell me to. Thanks. See you later.